find out. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna get... No, it got stolen last time. That means I get... Let it finish. Oh my god. Oh, even Bronya can appear. Oh yeah, because you can just make them... Oh, can you? I thought they said you can just make them calm. What did Jong-sun say in the letter? I see, so unshackled the three of them. This is baffling. Well, it isn't entirely a bad thing. Now that the obsessed trio isn't here, the unshackled will be off the radar at their home-keeping mission. It makes my life a lot easier. Anyway, it might be some time before the three benevolent ones come back. From now on, I'll be the only benevolent one. Maybe it's time to think about the future of the unshackled.
We made a choice, go fight against your fate. They will come with a blaze. They will wake up a dead man and crowd in this torment world somehow. Unchain the sword not to kill. Unchain the sword to rend those towns above. Wrong, wake up and start together now.
Back to Honkai Star Rail, almost called a Genshin Impact. Brain's still not working to 100% capacity, but that's fine because whoever needs their brain to be at 100%, am I right? Anyway, I went to go have myself a little shower and stuff, all cleaned up, all nice, and thinking better, at least in some way. All I pretty much did was think about, what the hell I'm gonna do. As in, am I going to practically just only play Honkai Star Rail here until I finish everything in the game right now, like everything all the way up to the new update? Or am I going to wait until or am I not going to do that? Am I going to play Mafia 2 alongside this? I probably might play Mafia 2 alongside this, put Neptunia Reverse on a pause. I'm very close to beating it, but I just don't want to play it. It's very... I love the story. Like, the story's good, it's funny and stuff. It's just the gameplay's really pissing me off. So, anyway, I think I might have some things figured out, and we've got, side quests to do before we continue with the main story.
Noise.
And I'm not sure what's gonna happen after I beat this main story quest, if I can immediately go into the new stuff, which it doesn't look like I don't need to go into the new stuff right now. I could for the specific event rewards, but what? Increase the wearer's max HP when the wearer... Oh, can I be on abundance? This actually would be really good. And a new phone wallpaper. I still had to do these and I didn't do that, right? But yeah, I might have an idea of what I can do. The end? They updated Sword Disaster too? Huh. Cool. Cool. Oh shit, yeah, I have this to do still. I see. Yeah, another part of me was saying that I could do this by play this today, play Mafia 2 tomorrow, or speedrun everything that's in here, not really speedrun it, but just focus this, because just like Genshin, I would only need to be coming back for events, but then again, Honkai Star Rail does events like this. It has a very short event, and then it has a big one. And then it has what I'm assuming this will be short, and then it has a big one. But then again, right now we have another big one. And then there's those gameplay events, like the planar event for the simulated universe. And yet, that did get me 5 videos. Most of the other events in the game are just more drop rates. So while I'm thinking that they have this big event for this update, and this is also a whole new map. It's different from when Genshin gets events. Genshin will have an event, and it will actually be an event, and it's not adding a new map that's going to stay there. It's not adding a new story that's going to stay there. That's why you gotta go do it. In this game, it's adding a new event that's gonna stay there. If it's a big one like these, that's important enough, it's gonna stay there, and it's gonna stay. And it's also probably going to bring in a new area. So, I probably don't really need to worry about speeding up the game. And I didn't really have to before. But then again, if I think about it, I don't really need to speed it up. And as a matter of fact, one of the reasons to have sped it up before was because of the characters I wanted. And this update anyway, how long this update is supposed to last is how it is, well, was supposed to be, is how it is usually, I guess. Anyway, I'm just, you know how it is. I always like to tell you about my plans and how I'm going to do things. I'll probably figure it out by tomorrow. As of right now, I do just want to play Honkai Star Rail because I like this game a lot. But the other reason of why I'm thinking of probably playing another game alongside it is so I don't get bored of the game again, because I was getting a tiny bit bored before I took my break, because I, well, beat the Battle Pass here. And it probably would be a good idea to do that, because at the point of playing Neptunia Reverse, I was getting so mad with it anyway that I thought I really should be playing something else. And I've never finished Mafia 2, and I want to finish it, so I would just start that up and finish it and stuff like that. And I think this is what my plans are going to be, you know? It would do better for me that way. And hell, even maybe my channel would look better that way. But that's pretty much what my plans are, you know? It probably would be better to do that, since the gameplay for this game can be very samey.
The people of the Xianzhou have...
So why are you looking around today?
You came in a good time, Jupiter. There's something I want to ask you. I heard there has been thunderous noise in the Scaregorge waterscape recently. Has something big happened?
Are you asking me to investigate something again?
None of the sort. I'm just curious as to on the happenings on the Lafu. Besides, all my close friends who help each other out. Looks like you were quite perturbed after helping my research last time. I swear on Gnosis' name that your investigation will not be used immortally. Back to the topic. Could you tell me what happened in Scaregorge waterscape? The reincarnated High Order was returned to his homeland, parted in the sea and stirred the waves. Just hearing you say this gives me a vivid imagery. It's as if I was there. Since I started studying the history of Xianzhou civilization, I have been longing to visit the famous sites on the Lafu mentioned in these books. It's a shame that the Star Rail has become unstable since the disappearance of Akivere. The worlds are getting further and further away from each other, and the guild has gradually lost interest in the Xianzhou. My teacher, Bernet, was a fan of Xianzhou culture all his life. He once wrote to me, describing the peculiar ecology in Scaregorge waterscape, and the water that was full of vitality. Unfortunately, cultural study has always been a niche thing. Without an impressive result, a study would not be funded. In the end, my teacher never returned to his teaching post out of embarrassment and left to work elsewhere. As for me, I'm just a mediocre and untalented person. and the fear of ending up the same way as my teacher. I've wasted most of my life on things that would quickly get me rich and famous. Now that I'm getting older, I've decided to stay true to myself and come here. Help me, Jupiter. I want to complete what was left unfinished by my teacher and witness the beautiful scale gorge waterscape before I am too old to walk. Of course, you can take some time to think it over. This time I won't promise you a handsome pay, as I understand the offering is humiliating to a nameless. After all, both of us have the same kind of courage. While we scholars study the unknown, the nameless pursue the unknown, right?
Todd gets breakfast as you're speaking too fast. He waits for your decision while catching his breath.
Jupiter Free, have you decided to help me?
Just humiliate me with a handsome pay.
It's a deal, Jupiter. No wonder I feel so close to you, though we've just met. You're the embodiment of the quality the Guild reveres. Pragmaticism. Now let's talk about the investigation. I'd like to compose a report discussing the changes in Scale Gorge Waterscape, then the pros and cons of the High Elder succession system. For this, I need the latest information, as usual.
You need me to run errands for you.
Yes, but please don't get the wrong idea that I'm trying to avoid physical work. Mr. Arthritis has been giving me a hard time whenever I walk around. Without the help of my medical exoskeleton, I feel like I'm stepping on glass with every stride I make. Anyways, my teacher mentioned that he had cited some video monuments in the Scale Gorge Waterscape in his letters. For example, the statue dictated to the High Elder, and many beautiful historical murals. These bore witness to the Vidyarda history. He also told me that he has seen a sunken Vidyarda egg underwater. I wonder how he got into the sea. Could he have controlled the water and moved it away? Just kidding. He must have worn a diving suit. The last thing he saw was, it was quite hard to describe. He said it was a dragon-shaped ray of light. Could it have been a miracle left behind by long the premonitions of the descendants? Anyways, if you see any of those things, please take a picture and show it to me.
Oh, God, my throat. Oh, that's weird. Pain.
I'll attach these supporting documents to my report. Of course, I'll make you the co-author.
I felt very weird there for a second. Wow. Needs more cold water. You know, the difference between warm water and cold water. Well, for one, warm water is warm, cold water is cold, and two, when you got cold water, you just want to keep drinking. Todd wants to see the High Elder statue. I'll look forward in this area. This is the artifact left by Donhung. No, Donhung's previous incarnation? Actually, by his previous incarnation's previous incarnation. Seems I've made a remarkable friend indeed. You know, I also just remembered that there are still companion quests I need to do, and there's probably more side quests that are added in the game with new areas and stuff like that, so it's like, if I did just do Honkai, I would be doing it for almost probably as long as where I went through all of Belobog to right here. And I don't know, it probably would just be better to play 2 games together. Todd's looking for a Vidyara egg. Those eggs differ so much in size. Yeah, it probably would just be better to play, you know, 2 games side to side when I actually have a good plan on the ones I want to play. Because before, I could have done Valkyrie Revolution, but it's like, then again, Honkai Star Rail just came out, it was a new game, and I love it, and I just want to play it. But of course, the gameplay for this game at this point is just going to be nothing but the same. Because Huohua's going to stay on the team for quite a long time, but I don't know, she might still be replaced by Bailu. Maybe not, because again, if I do warp for her to try and get her to C2 at the very least, then, you know, that's what would happen. I mean, getting her to C2 would be really fucking good, because she would revive characters. Like, literally, she's gonna revive characters twice, right? Oh, but I do need to have divine provision when an ally is struck by a killing blow. So Bible will just do it normally. Yeah, Bible will just do it, while Huohuo will do it, but you need to make sure the character even has that thing on. And reduces the duration of the divine thing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, is her thing with... Oh. No, she does the attack increase. I thought she, for this thing, it looked like she only did the attack increase. There. Huohuo really does look like a character that would be good to C6, but it also looks like it would be a great idea to get her at a bigger rating. You know, just keep getting her. It just looks like it would be better to keep getting her, but I'll worry about that when I actually get her. Whoa, damn, fuck. No, you're a waste of time. You're a waste of time, and I'm not wasting time. Anyway, it's gonna be sad to be replacing Natasha when it comes time for that, but I think I probably have around, I'm gonna say a week until we get Huohuo on the team, to be honest. Maybe a bit longer than that. Because, you know, I have to get very lucky to get the materials I want, and get them very easily. But there's a part of me that is sure that probably won't happen. I probably won't get lucky and I'll have to keep doing the same little thing for Huohuo. I gotta go get more books to level her up, I gotta get more money, then I gotta get her actual level up materials, all that kind of nonsense. And speaking of which, I did just get the money to increase her traits, and then I forgot to go and do that. Which I really shouldn't have been forgetting to do that. Oh yeah, and I gotta get more of this stuff too. It's all kinds of work that a man's gotta do for the character that he wants to put on the team. Oh yeah, crap. This is a new week and stuff, I'm gonna have to go fight fancy. Wait, yeah, actually, it's been a week! I've only taken a week off of the game, haven't I? Because I started playing Neptunia Reverse the day after I knew that I was going to stop playing this because I maxed out the Battle Pass. That wasn't long ago at all. Huh.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Almost feels like it was, to be honest. Okay.
The people of the Xianzhou.
I took the pictures.
Fantastic. Let me have a look. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. As we get older, we can't see and tell covers apart that well. Those views look exactly the same as those described by my teacher. If only I could have admired them earlier. Hold on. What's this shiny mark? Are my eyes failing me? Isn't it a marking of the guild?
I didn't notice it when I took the pictures.
This is a special optical marking used only by the members of the Intelligentsia Guild. It shows that Scar has done research at that particular location. It left some clues for his or her peers. It was automatically detected by the processing program of the guild, and I received the pictures. What an unexpected and pleasant surprise.
And apparently Blade was a researcher before he went all crazy, so...
Did you leave this marking, Banani? You were really driven.
Are you sure this is your master's making?
After all these years of being a scholar, the only thing I am certain of is that nothing is certain. But that's a logical explanation. After all, the research hype is long gone, and very few scholars are sent to Xianzhou for cultural exchange.
It's uncivilized to vandalize a historical monument.
Please, let me explain. If it is an optical paint that is non-corrosive, harmless, it can only be detected by this device of the guild. I personally call it protecting history. These markings serve as reminders for those moronic armed and whatever, something, so they won't blow up their historical sites.
What's the purpose of leaving these markings?
I have no idea. Since they were left there, they're meant to be clues. What did Bernini discover? Jupiter, I'm going to follow this lead and see what Bernini has left behind.
You mean you'll send me there?
What a nitpicker you are. That's right, I'll need you to check it out for me. If you insist on me being there myself, I'd be more than willing to oblige. However, I'm afraid you can't accept the idea of carrying me on your back when doing the investigation. I'll install the guild's detection plug in your phone. That way you'll be able to recognize the markings and take pictures of them. In terms of archaeology, it probably should be called optical rubbing. Bernini mentioned several places he had visited in the letters. I've marked them out on your map for you. Just bring your phone with you. The plugin will issue a modification. If the reflection signal of a nearby marking is detected, your job is to locate the marking and make a rubbing of it. Easy peasy, yes? That's all. You may set off now.
I feel like I remember there was something I wanted to say, and now I don't. I mean, one other thing I can say is it looks like Zach might be off of Destiny. He might not be on Destiny's Hard, so me and him can go back to some games we were gonna play. So it's like, there could be some co-op games I can bring back, too. I don't know. The coordinates given by Todd show that the marking is nearby, but I can't find it here. Should I switch on the camera's detection system just to be safe? No, specific response detected. An optical marking of the guild is nearby. Owner, Scholar Bernie Senro. Is this what Todd meant by marking? This drawing is interesting, but it isn't complete. But the coordinate that Todd gives here, the missing markings are probably around here somewhere. Maybe I should just look around. Nothing really looks out of place. Maybe I should switch on the camera. Something's glimmering over there. It's worth going to take a look. Why did it turn into March? Let's see. I got it! Just as Todd said, this thing is made of photosensitive material. It only appears under light refracted at specific angles. So I just had to get the camera adjusted at the right angle, and I'll be able to get the markings pieced together. This marking looks like half a tree and half a human? Who exactly is it? A tree person? We save the information timely by taking pictures. This drawing looks like the roots of an enormous tree. Is it the ambrosial arbor? Ah, I see. A warrior with a bow. It seems to have a strong association with Xianzhou's history, but I'm not sure which part is it referring to. Oh yeah, I still need to finish the warring expedition, and I got the
It's getting late.
simulated universe to
Where to
finish
now?
too. It's like I got a lot I can do. Like a hell of a lot that I can. Oh, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I got a hell of a lot that I can do. Oh, wait a minute. No. I have a hell of a lot
The
I can
people
do.
of the Xianzhou.
And I'm gonna get pretty used to the combat again, so I should be playing games side by side with this. And if I think I'm not gonna be able to beat the battle pass for some reason, because I didn't do enough, then I'll focus this game again. But I'm sure that this game will have enough for me to complete the battle pass again, and probably for the last time. Anyway, I got your rubbings.
Let me take a look. Did you find this complex shape on a building? Or was it pieced together by the plug-in? This is indeed the handiwork of Bernini. Interesting. These motifs seem to depict a significant historical moment in Xianzhou. Look at this. It's a depiction of a deity figure with multiple arms and branches glowing behind. It portrays
The advent of Yaoshe.
You're pretty well versed in Xianzhou history. This might be an image without any special meaning for a layperson, but a professional can surely understand its meaning. Look at this drawing. A warrior bends his bow and shoots at an enormous tree. It's query about the hunt chopping off the ambrosial arbor, a well-known myth about the rainbow arbiter. Yet, instead of crediting the deed to the deity, a regular human form is drawn instead. Interesting. If these drawings are about the important moments in Xianzhou history, there must be more than 3. Jupiter, let's go to Scale Gorge to escape and explore. Since my master went there before, he must have left some other clues. If you find anything, please show me. As for now...
Todd's auto note starts taking down information rapidly upon his touch.
By the way, please take this. You can find my interpretation on the drawings inside. Although it isn't much, it's got potential to be made into a good Xianzhou history book.
'Cause every night I will save your life.